But I had a young man come in to me, and he was charged with speeding on 400. Most of you know where 400 is, but he was up in Alpharetta, and a guy was using a laser and sitting perpendicular to the road. My guy came by, and according to the officer, was traveling at 116 miles an hour. The officer immediately threw the radar gun down because he was shooting it out the window, and he turned on all the lights and started chasing him. Now, the officer was in an Impala, and he got his maximum speed is 137. He got it up to 137 in about 24 seconds and was losing ground. He called in to say, "I'm losing ground, the car's walking away from me." So the lieutenant on duty said, "Stop the chase, stop the chase. If you're losing ground, you don't want to be chasing anybody going that fast." So later, they found a car, and they found it empty, but it had the smell of dynamic braking. That's what the police said, which means that this baby's been like on a racetrack. The person that they associated with the car was standing in front of a service station / I think a Burger King or something, and on Milton, I think Milton Parkway. And they immediately came in, got his pants from the back, yanked him up in the air, gave him a little wedgie, and dragged him around the back of the building. He was smoking a cigarette and having a Coke. And so they went in and debriefed the person inside, how long has he been here, blah, blah, blah. And the officer arrested him. He denied driving. He did not have the keys in his pocket. And he said, "Well, whose car is that?" And he said, "Well, that's my father's car," which it was. And the officer just blew right past everything, arrested him, had like a .12, and attempting to elude is an automatic 10-day jail sentence, even if you don't get it up to a felony by doing things that injure or kill somebody. So his best offer was 30 days to serve, so we tried the case. And we won the case through investigation. The officer claimed to be able to see where the car exited. Well, if he'd been able to see where the car exited, if he wasn't far, that car wasn't but 300 yards off that exit. But it took him, the officer said he found the car within 90 seconds. Well, we got all of the radio calls from beginning to end of all the cars involved, and there were cars further up 400 saying, I got such and such a car, because he called it in as an Audi 4, and gave no description. Because if you're going to call in a car, you better say the race of the driver, you better say the tag number, you better say something that's going to correlate to the car. Well, he had the model wrong. It was an Audi, but it was an A8, and had the color wrong. He never mentioned the driver, male or female. And what was interesting, this was a Colorado plate, which has a bright yellowish colored tag on the front and the same tag on the back. Never mentioned anything about tag from Colorado. So we got to trial with Patsy Porter in Fulton County, and as soon as the state rested, I was about to bring my investigator up, but we also proved that instead of 90 seconds, it was 12 minutes and 13 seconds before anybody found this car. And that's how he had the coke and the cigarette in his hand. So she acquitted him, saying you don't even need to put a witness up. The state has proven somebody was speeding, but they have not proven it was him. And all that investigation we did, we had timed it. We had gotten the car up to 137, and you couldn't have seen where he got off because there was a hill in between. We had all this videotape ready to show the judge, because I never know when we're going to win. You might win at a summary judgment in a civil case. You might win on a motion for directed verdict in a criminal jury trial, but you don't know when you're going to win. You have to have everything ready to go, because he was facing. That Porter used to be a tough prosecutor. He's probably facing 30 days. In Fulton County, if we had a Bastille, like in France, or the Tower in London, Fulton County would probably be it. Seriously. Seriously. It's that bad. So preparation, absolutely the key. And what's funny is,